But yeah, hey, thanks for joining me again. Let's play some more, or rather, let's walk through some more Fallout 4 Far Harbor, the DLC. And we're in a position to do the endings. Yeah, there's several different endings to this DLC. And let's start off with what is commonly referred to as the good ending, alright?
The good ending?
Yes, the good ending. Yes. I think I would rather refer to it as the peaceful ending, because as far as I'm concerned, the good ending is something like dropping a nuclear warhead on top of the children of the atom, right? You know, that's the good ending, okay? As far as I'm concerned, but everyone refers to this as the good ending. Let's call it the peaceful ending, okay? Operative word, peaceful.
Slack. That sounds like there's no combat.
Did I say that? I didn't say there's no combat. No spoilers, please, okay? Let's call it the peaceful ending.
I'm sorry, Slack, but this sounds like a lot of dialogue and hand-holding and pussy-wussy I love you and it won't happen again and I'm sorry and I'll be a good boy from now on, stuff like that. Come on, just tell us the truth. Come on.
Okay, I'm just going to refer to it as the peaceful ending, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Let's get to it. To kick off the peaceful ending, all you have to do is have completed, or rather just start the way life should be, okay? And you're at this point right here. Alright, report back to Kasumi, tell Far Harbor about Avery's murder. You have to have discovered Avery's murder, alright? That's the only thing you need to do the peaceful ending, as far as I know. So that's it, let's get to it. Let's go to Far Harbor and tell them what's up.
Stock.
Okay, obviously the first thing we're going to do is talk to Captain Avery, and let's put on a business suit, black rim glasses, Christmas suit, dapper gent, and the captain should be upstairs, probably in bed. Here she is. Captain, wake up.
Avery.
Nice to see you again. Everything's relatively quiet for once. Need something?
I have proof that Dima killed the original Captain Avery. Here.
But that's my locket. It was lost in a fire.
What about the skull?
The skull. It can't be. Listen, I'm me. I remember everything. I can't be a synth. You're wrong.
I know it's a lot to take in, but the evidence is conclusive. You need to accept it.
It's true, isn't it? It's true, isn't it? I'm a synth. Do you have any idea what it's like to learn everything you know, everything you believe is a lie?
Alright, no more secrets.
If you're lying to me, this is your one chance to come clean. Understood?
I am... Well, I feel like I am, Captain Avery. If I'm a synth, they made me believe I'm her. I don't know why.
My whole world's been turned upside down too. Friends, family, I understand.
At least you know you're you. Your tragedies are yours. Mine. The only thing I can do now is live the way I believe is right. Dima is a murderer and a liar, and he should pay. But if you share this with anyone here, especially Alan Lee, many innocent people will suffer. Far Harbor's on the edge, and this will just push everyone right over it. Confront Dima. If you can make him pay, do so. But please, keep that evidence a secret.
Okay, all these choices, these dialogue choices I'm making, I've got detailed notes on it, and this is exactly how I got the good ending. I didn't extort money from her, I just asked, I just went for keep Avery's secret. I don't know if maybe you can get money from her and then get the keep Avery's secret option. I didn't have time to check that out, but I got enough money, so let's just keep her secret.
I'll keep your secret, Avery.
This isn't justice. It's mercy you've done here. Everyone in Far Harbor and Acadia owes you dearly.
That's that. Now we have to go talk to Alan Lee and see how he reacts to the news.
And those crab shells are supposed to help us.
I got the guns if you got the caps.
Stim packs. Fully
Dima
stocked.
killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth.
Yeah, right, and I'm the... Wait. You're serious, aren't you? I always knew. I fucking knew. But your word alone don't mean nothing. Tell me you got proof. We need proof that Dima and Avery are...
Here's what I got.
Show
That
him the
amulet
proof.
is Avery's. No doubt. And the skull? Skull could be anyone's, but... The doc. Teddy can do some sort of medical test. DNA or something. Learn whether that's Avery or not. If it checks out, you come back here.
Okay, let's go see the doc.
Dog. It's dangerous, okay?
Dark days. Lost another patient. Andre. It never gets easy. Please tell me you're feeling well, at least.
Could you examine this skull, Doc? Could you tell me who it belongs to?
Not something I hear every day. There are some tests I could run. Seems important to you. Hand it over. All right. This can't be. It's impossible, right? No. No. Avery's been dead for years now. Acadia's done rigged the game, haven't they? This proof you got there. What do you plan on doing with it?
I want to resolve this with the least amount of collateral damage.
Collateral what? Yes. Oh, you got good instincts there. Listen, I ain't telling no one nothing. If a single word got out, whatever you do, don't tell Alan Lee.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'll be a whole lot of blood.
Alright, so I went with minimized damage. Let's go back and try
Talk
to
with Alan.
calm Alan down.
Alan,
Did the doc look at that skull? If you got proof that Avery's been replaced, hand it here.
Okay, first, what I did was, what will you do to Avery?
if Avery is a synth, what will you do to her?
Do to it, you mean? Take a wild guess, mainlander.
Okay, no, whatever you do, don't hand him the proof if you want the good ending, okay? Lie, alright? It's not Avery's.
The skull belongs to someone else. False alarm.
I'll keep my eyes out. If I find proof Dima's done anything to any of our people. But thanks.
What are you looking at?
Okay, lying your way out of everything, eh? And your pants still aren't on fire there, Lucky. You're doing good. Okay, so, that's that. We now have to confront Dima. Let's go down to Acadia. Wow. A nice sunny day with blue sky and everything. Wow. I think things are looking up here. Things are looking up in Far Harbor. Okay, now right now, just to show you, I'm doing all this on 9 charisma, alright? 9 charisma.
I hope you
Maybe I should take a drink of beer just to be safe. Here we go, 10 charisma.
But I had Chase shadow you. She saw you entering and leaving the nucleus. And Faraday tells me that there's been some theft from his office. A certain computer program he and I had been working on. So, you know about my memories. I can only ask you to return whatever you found to me. They are mine, after all.
Eavesdropping? Petty theft? What about murder?
Your memories led me to a
Huh?
gravesite.
Jeez.
You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth. So you could control Far Harbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found. I did it. I killed a woman from Far Harbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
Okay, my notes say I chose why did you do it?
Why? did you do it?
I needed to calm Far Harbor. A moderate voice. An example of what humanity should be. How we could exist together as equals. But I couldn't live with the memories of the blood on my hands. A human and a synth are both gone because of me.
Next, you're a fraud.
You're a fraud.
Maybe you're right. The compromises I've made, all without even knowing. I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Far Harbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. Everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
Okay, and agree to keep your secret. Alright, keep your secret.
I'll keep your secret, Dima.
Thank you. Maybe the guilt will keep me focused. As horrifying as it might be to suggest, this memory you've recovered has given us a new option. If Far Harbor could be made more tranquil by our intervention, then perhaps the same trick will work twice on the children of Atom. We could replace High Confessor Tectus with someone willing to forgive Far Harbor and work towards reconciling.
Alright, and if it means peace?
If it means peace for the island. All right. Tell me the plan.
This will be difficult for both of us, but I think it's our only option. I'll need you to leverage your access to the High Confessor and lure him to a secluded location. You should be able to find a spot in the Bay's old command center where you can deal with him discreetly and hide the remains. Once your work is done, return here and the replacement will move in and take command.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention another thing, another prerequisite of doing the good ending is you must have completed all these side missions for the Children of the Atom in order to have gained the trust of the Grand Poobah there. I believe that's the only way you can do this. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, and we could just go with agree to replace Tectus, but let's ask convincing replacement, just for
You
backstory.
really think you can get together a convincing replacement?
Yes. Helping synths recover what they've lost means we've had to become familiar with memory wipes and facial reconstruction. And I knew Tectus very well when I was still living in the submarine base. I'll use that as the basis for our replacement's new memories. You simply need to deal with the real Confessor Tectus while I prepare a volunteer.
The diabolical plan. Okay, do we have to kill him?
Do we have to kill the High Confessor?
It would be the most reliable way of dealing with him. But any method that removes Tectus from power indefinitely should work.
Alright, and finally, children will stand down.
Are the children gonna stand down just because this replacement tells them to?
Dissent may arise, but the children have seen what happens to those who speak out. Our replacement will leverage that fear to serve the greater good.
Okay, once again, those last three were just to provide more backstory. I think you can just go straight to agree to replace Tectus.
Okay, I'll do it. Any ideas on how I can get him alone?
Tectus lives in fear of being usurped by his predecessor Martin. Despite that, in all likelihood, Martin is dead. But if you somehow uncovered evidence of Martin's imminent return, I expect Tectus would be interested hearing all you know in private. All we have to do is manufacture Martin's uprising. To do so, I'll need raw material. Martin recorded many of our conversations. Those in the nucleus have certainly been destroyed, but I built a small refuge for Martin many years ago when he needed respite from the family. Go there and collect any tapes you can find. I'll begin work on our replacement. And here, I want you to have this as well, for what you've done for us.
Okay, and you get rewarded with Acadia's Shield, which is not bad. It's a chess piece, 1 agility, 1 intelligence, and 1 endurance. I'm still going to stick with my Wastelander's chess piece because I think it's better because it gives 1 perception, but this is not bad. Better damage resistance. Anyways, we'll keep that. That's it. The way life should be is completed, and at this point, the quest Reformation should begin. This is the peaceful ending quest, okay? Reformation. Boom, there we go. Right? So we're underway. First objective is to recover Martin's holotapes. Let's get on our combat gear because we're going out into the wilds. There you go. It's so nice to see blue sky in Far Harbor. Okay, data Reformation. Tell us where this is, Mr. Map. Mr. Map says it's right there, just northwest of Glowing Grove. We've been there before. That was one of the holy sites that we had to investigate for the Children of the Atom earlier on for another quest. All right, so let's just fast travel there. All right, shields up, Scotty. Our objective is 91 meters that way. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, and I do have a... Do I have a mysterious serum? I did do a lot of things off camera, by the way. I got a whack ton of great mentats. Okay, this is in preparation for all the endings, and I did get some mysterious serum. All right. Great mentats in anticipation of having to win red speech checks. Let me make sure I'm going the right way here. Yes, indeed, I am. Oh, here we go. A stunted Yagway. You look like you mean business. Okay, down you go. Do we have a crit hit? Yes, we do. Okay, and we'll leave your meat. Yeah, no, I'll take your meat. What the hell? Yum, yum. Alright. Let's go for a little swim. Get our feet wet. And you're looking for this tanker here. It's kind of like... tanker that's gone off the road. And go behind the tanker and find the sewer. Alright? Or like, you know, this drain pipe. Typically, there's a withered feral ghoul here. Let's introduce him to the power of the righteous authority. What the hell? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. You get a great hit headshot. That's enough out of you. Alright, and once you've done that, go to the pump control room, and you've got the key already. Go on inside. Inside, you have 2 holotapes to listen to. One's there, what Adam requires. One's over here, execution, and you can also read these 2 notes here. That's not required, really. You just have to... You don't even have to listen to them, but, you know, I like to play them just for, like, backstory, okay? You have to just pick them up and take it back to, what's his face there. Let's play him just for fun.
I have to say, I'm surprised. I had assumed you and your followers would be more adamantly hunting for the sub's launch key.
I hope we haven't disappointed you too greatly. I'd hate to anger our landlord.
I believe I'll survive. But am I mistaken? Does your god not require you die in a nuclear blast? Is that not why you've taken up in the nucleus?
It's not a transaction, Dima. Adam requires nothing of us. He has granted us a chance to become something greater. To divide our weak mortal frames and bring life to millions of new worlds. We are simply accepting the opportunity his glow presents, whatever form it may take.
So if you found the launch key, you wouldn't use it?
That I don't know.
Are you afraid?
I'd be mad to say I wasn't, but We've made a home for ourselves here. Friends, a family.
A place you belong.
Exactly. The nucleus. It is a blessing of the truest order. It would be hard to leave such a gift, even if it is for another. But regardless, the key is lost. So, until Adam sees fit to return it, I dare say you're stuck with us.
I believe I'll survive.
Yeah, and question is, will we after all this? No, I'm kidding. I know a lot of you like the backstory here. Okay, here's some more backstory.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They blame us for the fog overrunning the town, Dima. And now, the children. It's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war.
Do you believe the others will follow him?
Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now... Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. Dima, something must be done.
Exile?
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to leave.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The fog grows thicker every year. How long before the condensers are finally overwhelmed? It's not banishment, Dima. It's mercy.
I'm sorry, Martin, but no. They have as much right to be here as you do.
Right. This place is trying to kill them. And now my people are at my throat because of the mess you created by allowing them to stay. And if you can't recognize that, then I suppose there's no reason for you to be here. I think you should go.
Martin, please. This can be solved in other ways.
Get out.
Very well. We'll talk again when you come to your senses.
So, what do you think of that, Lucky? Lucky! What? Oh, what? Oh, yeah, okay, hey. And a couple of notes here we can read. Sister Gwyneth, and yada 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 yada. And you can pause the video and read that up if you so desire. Here's page 2. We'll take that. Same with this, a new path. Pause the video and read that up if you so desire. Here's page 2. We'll take that and let's take the tapes back to Dima.